Hello everyone. So until then, you can have a chit chat, or if you have any question, just let us know in the chat section. And thank you so much for joining in today. Since it's a very good weather out there, but still you are here. So yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
So students, I have a quick question for you. So just let me know, are you interested or how excited you are? Just give any reaction over the chat section or the emoji con. Just let me know. I'm just waiting in the chat section if any, or you can also like switch off your camera or mic if anything you want to say. So hi Rishabh, you are saying can we skip?
Rishabh, it depends. I'll be covering graph in the final session, so it depends how much time we have. But definitely, I will be covering few topics of graph. Today, we will be covering few topics from recursion and one important algorithm. Then after we have some time, we'll be covering linked list and stacks as well. Come on, guys. I know the weather is quite good. Just please show me some energy. Even I'm also tired up right now, but still. Am I clearly audible to anyone? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
So guys, I have some questions for you, a quick question. So just let me know. So this first of all, let me know or introduce yourself, from which college you are or from which city you are. So we have a surprise for you. So just let me know in the chat section, and let's make this more interactive.
So
Hello.
who I believe all of them has joined my previous class, right? Or is there anyone who is new today itself?
Yeah, there are some which new like Prashant is saying that he missed the yesterday's class. If possible, quick revision for it. So we will send you notes, Prashant, or we can take a 5 minutes this also. VIT Pune, nice. VIT Pune. So we have a lot of from VIT Pune. Great. Aprajit, hello. So you are in last class also, na? So Prajit, just let us know your experience in the last class. You can just unmute yourself and let us know that do you like the last class or do you like the sessions?
Yes, ma'am, it
Yeah,
was great.
okay,
So
sounds good.
let me know like if it is any learning which you want to share, or do you receive the project or something? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So I was just asking. So do you find it valuable, or do you think
Uh,
that?
yes, ma'am, it was very nice session, and I have completed all the projects and submitted on the given link.
Yeah, so great. That's too much great. I'm very
Great,
happy
great.
to have you, and we are very happy that you are so much dedicated.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best for your future. And
Thank you.
if you need any resources, just ping on the student.connect@myways.ai. So we will send you a resource kit.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Or you can anytime if you want any recording of the session, we will send you because you are so much dedicated. We are always open to help you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Any other from the last session?
I believe we have covered like basics and arrays, right?
Yeah. So I have we have a lot of people from the IT Pune. Yeah, that's great. So then I have a quick question for all of the audience which are present here. So since if we are planning to do an offline session in Delhi or Delhi NCR, so how much you are interested in, like in your college, or any of you is the student coordinator of any society? Just let me know in the chat section. I'm waiting for a reply.
I believe they all are from Pune. And
Yeah.
just give me a quick heads up, guys, who are from Delhi NCR. I believe candidates who are from Delhi NCR can easily join any offline session, right?
Yeah. Saurabh, what are you saying? In which session you are not able to present?
In that offline session, I believe is.
Yeah. Okay. Any other people who wants to have answer? Okay, okay, offline session. Got it, got it. So, any other who have attended the previous session and want to give the quick feedback, like on the session, if any resource kit, if they have not received the resource kit yet or wants to give any feedback, feel free to.
Okay, so
Oh, explaining C++. Oh, okay, Ajay Kumar. So we have a many much audience which are Python specific, ML specific. So that's why we are covering it in Python. But yeah, we will surely have
Anil,
some.
just focus as of now. Just focus around the logic right now. Okay,
Uh,
you can code this in any language.
I hope this answers your question. Yeah.
Hmm. Just make me the host so that I can share the screen.
Yeah, I have made you on post.
Saurabh, today we will be covering recursion AMP algorithm. I believe you all are aware of that AMP algorithm. That's a KMP, right? That's a famous one. After that, if we have some time, we can start with linked list or stacks.
Okay, so let's start. We have a good number of audience right now. So I'll formally quickly introduce you and so
Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah, I have made you host. So hello everyone, my name is Satya Sagar and I'm from the team MyWays. I'm hosting today. Am I audible? I think
Yes,
I'm.
you are. Yeah, go on. Hmm. I guess we lost her.
All right, so I am Kashish. I am from the MyWays team only. So I will take over from here. So I guess we can start with the session.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I
let's.
just lost my connection. I guess so. But
Yeah, Nitya, you're audible now. You can
yeah,
continue.
okay, sure. So I would like to welcome all of you to the today's session, and I'm very happy to host you today. Host you all today. Just give me a couple of seconds. I just have to happening. Just couple of seconds.
All right, all right.
Okay, great. Give me a second. Okay. So what are the most possible ways you can climb the third one? Either you can climb using 1, 1, 1, either 2 steps at a time because the maximum steps are 2, right? And then 1, either first step and then 2 steps. So the most possible ways would be 3. Is that making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So do you find a pattern over here? Let me know. So this 3 is the sum of these previous 2 steps because the max steps are 2 in our case. So what would be the possible way in which the user will gonna jump to 4? Just give me a wild guess. 5, right? So right now, as the maximum steps was 2, so we have taken the sum of previous 2 steps. Let me give you another example. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Suppose in the same scenario, I'm creating this again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose the max steps were 3. So how are you gonna climb over that? On this on the baseline, the steps would be 1, and on the first, the steps would be 1 as well. But when you come to 2, what are the possible ways? Because the maximum steps are only 3, so you can climb up like this only right now. Is that making sense? Please let me know. Okay. What are the most possible ways when I am on the third level? The most possible way, either I can climb the entire, right? Or I can climb this way. So what are the possible ways? 4. Either I can climb the entire first level or using 3 steps or 1 individually. So the most possible ways for this 2, this would be 4. So in this particular scenario, we are taking the sum of the previous 3 steps, right? Because the maximum number of steps is 3. How this 4 is coming? Because we have taken the sum of these 3 consecutive steps. When we are going to climb the 4th one, so what would the possible sum over here? Taking the sum of all the, not 8, we are having 3 steps. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 only. 7, great. So here this is logic. Just you need to just count how many number of ways you can climb and just take the sum of previous steps. That's it, depending on the how many maximum steps you are having. And you can implement this particular logic using recursion only. Just let me know if you want to explain. I want to explain that again, or you are easily understood. Please, guys. Anyone? Anyone can open up their camera if logic behind. Okay, Prajita, let me explain that again. So suppose over here, the height is 4. Height is going to be 5 and steps, maximum steps is 2, right? So right now I'm on the zeroth level. So what would be the most possible way I can reach here? Only 1, right?
Yes, sir.
When I'm going to climb the first one, what would the most possible way? Only 1 as well over here. But when I'm going to on the second level, what could be the most possible way? Either I can climb using a single level, or either I can climb the maximum steps. So that would be 2. How I can I able to climb the third one? Either I can climb this way. This is the first method. Either I can climb the 2, then 1, either 1 or 2. So 3 possible ways over here. Is that making sense? For climbing the third level, either I can take 2 steps at a time, then a single step, either a single step, then 2 steps at a time, or either a single step at once, right? So the next, so you can see the pattern over here. As the max steps are 2, so the most possible ways for the next one would be the sum of previous 2 number of ways. In this particular scenario, if I'm having the max steps of 3, so I can take the sum of 3 possible values over here. That's why in my previous question, so it was 7, because I was taking the sum of 1, 2, and 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that making sense? Okay, great. Let me rub this. So it's simple, like in Python itself, I've created a function, staircase traversal, which can take height and maximum number of stairs, maximum number of steps. So it will gonna return a helper function, which is number of ways to find on the top. So suppose I want to get on the top, so I will be taking the summation of previous steps, right? So it will take this particular function again, which will take height and max steps. So over here itself, I'm taking height and maximum steps. If height is less than equal to 1, if the height is 1, so it will only, or every time it will return 1, right? Because if the number of, I'm having only 1 level staircase, so the answer would be 1 only. Over here, I'm creating a for loop. For I in range, starting from 1 to minimum of max steps and height. Because there might be possibility like the height would be maximum sometimes, or the max steps would be maximum sometimes. So I will be taking the minimum value of that. Plus 1, because in Python itself, it will neglect that value. Now, so the number of ways would be stored here. And in the next iteration, we will be just decreasing the height. That's it. You will get the solution. Let me know if you want another explanation of that. Right now it is running in O, big O of k to the power n, where n is the height of the staircase and k is the total number of steps. So there would be a homework for you, try to solve this problem in O into k into n, right? Is that making sense? Right now it is running in k raised to the power n, and you need to run this in k into n. Over here, you need to just create a while loop, and this can work. Let me know if you want another explanation, or we can move forward with that. Anyone else in the chat window, please? Aprajita, are we good to go? So the next question is, this is another question for recursion as well, phone number mnemonics. I believe we already had like texted on SMS, like when we were having old smartphones. We need to type a particular number twice or thrice to get a particular letter corrected, printed, right? Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. If there were values A, B, and C, if you want to type another value, so you need to type that character 3 to 4 times, right? So in that case, the question is, you have provided with a phone number and you need to calculate most possible ways it can be printed in the form of phone number mnemonics. Is that making sense? Like if the user has pressed 3, so what are the most possible ways? Like we can have D, E, or F inside the 3. So these are the most possible ways if I press 3, right? This is another important question which usually asked in the interviews. So right now, we just need to create a helper function which will gonna cover the entire phone number mnemonics over here, right? 0 contains 0, 1 contains 1, then I'm having ABC inside 2, DEF inside 3, GHI inside 4, right? Is that making sense? Please let me know, guys. Come on, guys, show me some energy. I know the weather is pretty good. I'm also sitting here. I'm not enjoying the weather, right? Or you are not able, the problem statement, okay. So Shubham, you are provided with the phone number, any character like 2T4234. So you need to find the most possible way it can be printed in the form of mnemonics, right? For example, if I have pressed only 3, so the most possible ways would be D, E, and F. So D, E, and F would be your output, right? D, E, and F would be your output. So how you gonna do that? Do it. We can achieve this particular using recursion only. So first of all, this particular function will take a phone number. Suppose I've inputted over here 3245, right? We need to create a space for collecting the entire particular mnemonics for that. So 0 current mnemonics would be equal to 0 into length of phone number. So suppose the length of phone number is 4. So I will create a blank list like this, right? And we are going to start with the first index. So we are returning this function with the 0th index, the phone number, the current mnemonics, and mnemonics found. Mnemonics found is a blank list because we are going to store the entire combination in this particular list only. Simply what we're going to do, if length of index is equal to the length of phone number, if right now I'm at the last index, and if this particular is equal to the length of the phone number, so it simply means that we are at the end final loop of while. So in that case, I will be get out of the loop, right? Else, digit would be equal to phone number index. So this is my phone number at 0th index. So right now I have put on 3 over here. Letter would be equal to digit letter digit. So over here, what 3 belongs shows you D, E, and F, right? I will gonna append all these values inside this letter. So over here, you can see the first particular values would be only D, right? In the next case, just create a recursive function and increase the index value. So in the next iteration, 2 will come out of the window and ABC would be imported. So you can say A, B, and C, all this possible combination. So in that case, like recursion is very much helpful. The time complexity would be like 4 into n into n, right? Just let me know, or we are good to go. Great. Aparajita, are you like comfortable with Python language? I believe so, right? Or you are also into C++ or C? is going to upload this class anywhere. Sorry, I missed the first half and hour. So this particular session would be uploaded in the YouTube channel. You can search MyWays, right? Okay, these are the most possible outcome for this. Now here comes the big picture for today. Just tell me who all are aware of this Knut-Morris-Pratt algorithm, also known as KMP. Anyone? Yeah, who? This is very important algorithm for pattern recognition. So what will happen is, suppose you are given a particular pattern like MyWays, and you want to search like if way is available in that particular MyWays itself, right? So this particular algorithm will return true or false. Suppose right now I'm having a particular string WA way. So suppose I'm having this example. So how the typical algorithm would work, like it will check for W. Yup, it is matching. Now it will check for the next one. No, it is not matching. So again, it will start from the beginning, right? Is that making sense? But this algorithm captures the relation of the prefix and suffix. Let's see how this particular algorithm works. So this algorithm works in two steps. Create a pattern for the substring that we want to pass. In this is my string value and this is my substring. I need to check whether this particular substring value is falling in this string value. Is that making sense? Shall we move forward? Let me know, please. Great, Ayush. I believe only Ayush got the point. Great. So first of all, we need to build this pattern. This pattern, yeah, you can say that this pattern is built using this substring value. Okay, so how this is going to print? Let me write this down. A, E, F, A, E, D, A, E, F, A, E, F, then A. Okay. So this would be my jth value and this would be my ith value. I will start moving my ith value, starting with -1 only. So is I is equal to j? No, -1. Is I equal to f? No, -1. Is I equal to j? Yes. Let me print down the index value as well. So right now I is equal to j, right? So at what index this is matching? At this 0th index, this y value, a value is matching as the 0th index. Aprajita, because first of all, this algorithm works in two possible combination. We need to create a pattern with the substring, like what are the prefix and suffix value it is matching. Then we are comparing this particular substring with my entire string. This is at the 0th value, so 0 come into the picture. I will move again my ith value to E, right? I will move my j value again from here. Is j equal to E? Yes, at first, but what index? At first index. Again, I will move this j with this d value. Is this particular j and d value is matching? No. Then -1. Right? Again, I'm comparing this a value with this a value. Is this matching? Right, at 0th index, because this particular match has already been there at 0th index. Again, I will keep on comparing, I will keep on comparing, I will keep on comparing, and I will keep on shifting the values. Let me explain that again. I know this is pretty much confusing, right? Give me a second. Let me start with A, E, F, A, E, T, A, E, F, A, E, F, E. Right? Here is my index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here is my J comparison. Here is my I comparison. These comparison I'm building because I need to create a pattern. Like if this particular substring have matching prefix or suffix values. Is that making sense? Because if this particular substring has prefix or suffix matching value, then I can compare it with the string that I'm having. Starting with -1. Is this I is equal to j? No, -1. Is this I equal to f? No, -1. Is this I equal to j again? Yes, at 0th index. I will put on a 0 over here. Again, moving forward, is this j equal to e? Where after that I will gonna move my ith value and j value over here. Is this j equal to I? Yes, at first index, right? Moving forward, is this j equal to d? No. So -1. Is this j equal to e? No. Then over here -1 itself. In first loop is increasing by 1 every time. No, it will increase only if we are having a mismatch. Let me explain again. I believe from here the -1 is already being understood, right? When I'm comparing this, the jth value, where is my marker? The jth value and the ith value. So I will be comparing this I with j, which is not matching, then j with I, which is not matching, then j with a, which is matching, which is 1, right? Now I will move this 1 degree forward because I got this match over here. When I got a match, I will move my jth value. Now the j is over here at e. This is matching with this, right? 1 over here. Now again, I will going to move this to f. J. Is j is matching up with d? No, -1. If this j is matching up over here, like a is matching up over here itself, then it comes at what index? I'm gonna move to this particular this because this a is already at my 0th index, just like this. I know this is like a pretty much confusing algorithm. You need to just go through the basics right now. Now this particular is matching this to this particular. Let me rub that again. at this second index, this F value is matching about this second index. That's why I'm put on 2 over here. This A, I'm matching up with my third index. That's why I put on 3 over here. This E value, I'm matching up with the fourth index. That's why I put on F over here. But what happens if this D and this F, it's not matching up? So what I will do, I will go back over here and check where it is matching the previous one. Just move a place back. It is matching 3 and the actual previous value, 2 over here. Then same as, because A is matching up with the third position. Here itself, I know this is pretty much confusing. I will be sharing a few documentation for that. So in that case, you will be creating a pattern over here, right? Just for building this pattern, start the ith value at first index and the jth value at 0th index, right? Create a while loop if I is less than equal to length of the substring, because and in that case, we will be putting out that loop. Yeah, Shubham, kinda you have put write that code in C++, right? If substring I equals substring J, simply increase the index value. If it is not matching, go back at first place, go back to the previous place and increment this. That's it. After creating this pattern, now this would be your jth and this would be your I. And now you will be comparing in the same way. If this I equal to J, if this A is equal to F, if this A equal to F, using these values. Okay. Because because in both the scenario, we are doing the same. We are increasing the and we are decreasing the value. First of all, we need to compare that substring to create a pattern. After that, we will be comparing the substring with the string value. I know, guys, this is pretty much confusing. So no problem. I'll explain that in the next class again. Okay. But this one is a very important one, because most of the product-based companies directly ask what, like, are you aware of KMP algorithm, how we create pattern, prefix value, and the suffix value? Okay. Let's do a small function of a linked list. So just let me in the chat window, what is a linked list? A linked list is a sequence of data structure which is connected together via links, right? So this particular integer or object is linked towards the second one. Linked sequence is a sequence which contains item. Each link contains a connection to the another link. Linked list is the second most used data structure after array. After array, most of the time we use linked list. The value at first index is linked to the value at the second index, right? Is that making sense now? Like, what are the possible values we are getting linked? Please let me know. Okay. So there are different types of linked list, simple linked list. So simple linked list, we are getting only forward values. Item navigation is forward only. Double linked list, items can be navigated forward or backward. We get both the connections. Circular linked list, so a linked list which is in a circular way, right? So what are the most possible ways we can create a linked list? These are the simple functions. These simple functions are easily asked in the interview, guys. Like how to insert a value, how to delete a value, how to display the value, search and delete. So let me tell you, like, suppose you are having this linked list 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for removing any particular value, first of all, you need to remove that, and you also need to reroute that particular link directly to 4, right? Is that making sense? Because you need to make in think in mind, because you also having the link to the next node. Do I need to explain again? Please let me know. Okay, so let's create a linked list. Linked list in Python is created using class variables. Just initialized a head with none value, right? To add an element, to add any element inside this, simply you need to, the new node would be equal to new data, and you just need to provide the address, like the head, the first index value at the first index, the head would be linked to this particular new node that you have inserted. That's it. In this particular code, you can see the head value is connected directly to the new node, the new value that you have inserted. Is that making sense? Just give me a quick heads up, yes or no, or I'll explain that again. Okay, Shubham. Great. So the new node would be equal to this node and new data that you are going to insert, and the head value would be connected directly to the next node, right? How to get all these node in new array? While current is not none, if the current is none, so it will get an out of the loop. So at each iteration, it will going to append the data inside this list. In that case, you can directly append this particular list. You can print this particular linked list in the form of array. So the major question is how to remove duplicate values, right? Because this major question has been asked most of the time, like how you can remove duplicates. So right now, this logic is built only on a sorted linked list. Okay, so this logic is built on a sorted linked list. How it will gonna do? First of all, I will take a value and I will compare it with the next one. Okay, if the next one or this one, these both are same, see, temp dot data, this is temp dot data equal to temp dot next dot data is equal to temp dot next dot data, the next value. Then the new value would be temp dot next, because we need to remove this and we need to shift this pointer. So you can say 2 times you're gonna do next plus next, and we need to remove, for removing this, just temp dot next is equal to none. Now this value is none, and the new value would be the new, else it will gonna check for the next value. That's it. Let's jump up on the next question, which is reverse linked list. I believe you all also, everyone has already heard like how to reverse a linked list, guys, right? So how to reverse a linked list? Suppose I'm having 1, 2, let me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So reversing a linked list would be like, first of all, you need to start with the previous one, which is a none value. And the current value would be the head value, right? While current is not none. If current is none, it means like we need to jump out of the while loop. The next value would be equal to current dot next value. Just assign this next value to the previous value. So it means like in the first iteration, I will be assigning the value like 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, because this value I will be keep on assigning, and the previous value would be my current value. Can we reverse it by using reverse keyword in C++? I need to check that, Prajita. I'll let you know, because I haven't worked that much in C++. I'll let you know definitely. Simply you are storing the next value in the previous value. That's it. Yeah, Shubham, even in Python itself, reverse also works, but not for linked list. You need to maintain that particular, because that link is already going in forward direction. So you need to provide this previous value to the current value. And these places keep on shifting and shifting. Let me explain again. Previous value is none because in the beginning, we are not having any previous value, no previous value, right? But the current value would be self.head. The head is my current value. So in the first iteration, I have stored the next value in current.next. The next value is stored in current.next. And I have stored this current.next in previous. So the previous became the current value. That's it. Now you are good to go. And this current value is next become your next value. In that case, you can directly reverse your linked list. Let's move like how to get the nth value. You are just provided with the index value, and you need to find whether that index value on which value has that particular index value. Simply, you need to check the current value is your head value. You need to start with the counter. So you will be checking if count is equal to the index value. Okay, if the index value and the counter matches, simply return. Otherwise, just do the count +1. Just increment the count value. And after that, if you're incrementing the count value, you need to go to the next as well. Now again, it will come up, check whether this next value is equal to the next incremented value, and so on. So over here, you can see, just create an empty linked list, add element 1, add element 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is, we have just printed the entire linked list in an array. I have run this particular remove duplicates value, that the function, which function that already created over here, remove duplicates value. Now you can see the duplicates value has been removed. This one has been removed out of that, right? Reversing, just run that particular reverse linked list. That's all. Now printing will reverse that linked list. Getting the nth value, you will get 4 over here. Like, what is the value at this particular index? First index. So 0 I guess right now I'm clearly audible. Okay. Please give me a quick heads up. Okay, great. I'm sharing my screen. Oh, Kushil, can you please make this the host, because or just do one thing. Let me share my laptop screen. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Let me know if my screen is visible. Okay, so see, simply you just need to create this, but from where I was not audible, please let me know. Which value do I need to explain again? To get the nth value, you simply need to start with the current value and you need to start a counter, right? After that, it will gonna check if your counter is equal to the index. If your counter is equal to the index value, just return that particular data or increase the counter value. So in the second iteration, the second value will go, and you are already applied that counter, so it will gonna check that. So in that case, this nth value will work. See over here, I'm having a linked list which is starting by 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. These 1, 1 values are duplicate values. So over here, that the function that I have created, remove duplicate values. And over here, you can see that duplicate values has already been removed, right? Just reverse the linked list and you are good to go. Here's how the list has been reversed. And to get the nth value, for at the third index, what is the value of third index? 0, 1, 2, 3. The second value is at the third index. Just let me know if you want to ask anything, then I can, I believe we can start with stack in the next session. Just let me know, guys. How's the session so far? I know the time is not, because the weather is pretty much great. So let me know. Aprajita, Shubham. I'll be sharing these to Nitya soon, so you will get to know like how these things works. This is a pretty much great interview question, like how to remove duplicates value from a linked list or how to reverse a linked list, getting the nth value. And all these operations are running in O big O of n and with O1 space. Shubham, about the placement, Nitya will going to. Yeah, we're gonna start stack from the next session, stack, queues, and all this stuff. Just let me know a quick feedback. If you're having any doubt, you can connect to me over my LinkedIn itself. I'm providing my LinkedIn in the chat window. And Kashish, over to you.
Yes, sir. I guess Nitya is here, so she can take over from here. Just
Yeah,
give me a
even though a few candidates are asking about the placement, but about the placement opportunity.
All right, all right. So we will be sharing about the placement opportunity and My Gurukul campaign at the end. So I'll just confirm once. Just give me a second. All right, guys. So I think Nitya is not available right now. She's having some really bad network issues. So I'll take over from here. So for the placement opportunity, firstly, I would like to thank you, Mr. Rohan, for taking up this session and helping our students in learning about DSA. And thank you everybody to be here till the very end. So now I will be sharing one interest form in the chat box wherein you can fill in your preferred domain in which you want to get placed and about the opportunities. Like you will get to know everything in the form itself. So for the placement opportunities, we have one extended domain of MyWays, which is My Gurukul. So in that, we have our hiring partners like Paytm, Fleetex, different startups, and many MNCs, right? And we have our students, which is the student community. So this happens is in 3 steps. The first step is the hiring test. The second step is the internal interview, and the third step is the external interview. So first day, you all will be getting the link for the test in the third and the fourth master class of this sprint, basically day 3 and day 4, right? Which will be happening next Friday and next to next Friday. So we will be sharing the links over there and you can give live hiring tests. Is there some disturbance from Rohan's end? Rohan, can you just unmute?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yep.
Yeah, not an issue. So we will be providing you with the links in the on next Friday and next to next Friday, wherein you can give the live test and you can submit your projects and there will be proper form for the same. So this is about the placement opportunity. Am I clear? Do you have any more questions? You can ask in the chat box. And the steps are like, if you qualify the minimum requirement of the hiring test, then you will be having one internal interview with our team. And then if you qualify that, then you will be having one external interview with the company's team, right? And after that, you will be having your training for 3 months up to 1 year, depending upon the profile and the domain of your job. If anybody have any questions, they can ask in the chat box. I will be happy to answer your questions.
I believe they are pretty much comfortable, right?
Right. So I have so guys, I have just a second. I guess there's some right. So I've shared one interest form in the chat box. So you all are requested to fill it for our upcoming hiring test. The links will be shared on your mails as well. So everybody's requested you to fill the form. And apart from that, I'm sharing the links for our community groups of MyWays. So you can get the update of our upcoming masterclass and upcoming schedule from here. So I guess we can end the masterclass. If anybody yeah. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today. Have a great day.
Anisha, thank you so much for having me here as well.
Yeah, sir. Great. See you on next Friday, guys. Bye, everyone.